It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On first down, Jacob Eason on target to his man, Likely.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, his defense for the Packers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Play action. It's Eason.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Fighting through it. He's got space.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know,
under pressure, they got him again.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays.
There he goes, left side, past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want the...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Eason.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. After the sack on first down,
Eason.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He'll find Jones again, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second and 7. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, take 26. Take 30.
Now Rodgers. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Eason to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Eason. That's caught by Sims. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
First and 10, Eason. And returning right back to Boykin.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Now Eason.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They go play action with Eason.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Eason sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A final shot before break. Eason. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing is Eason. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Play action. It's Eason. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Eason. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, Eason.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 31, Packers 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 31,
Eason.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Looking to throw. Eason. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Eason going to try and throw for it.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Eason to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devontae Wyatt in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but